Let's get a news update from Jen, and then we'll continue handle on the news. It's Kfi Am 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio.
A Senate committee will start a hearing about protecting kids online. A Facebook executive will answer questions today on the company's own research about the effects of social media. The ex-wife of R&B singer R. Kelly says her heart breaks for her kids. Drea Kelly told Good Morning Britain they'll always have to deal with their dad being convicted of sex trafficking. And a passenger on an American Airlines plane is facing charges for how he tried to get off the plane. Cops say the guy opened the emergency door and actually walked on the wing. Happened last night after the flight landed in Miami from Colombia. Take a look at your drive with BKFI in the sky and Text to 5 next.
Have you been wanting to spruce up your home, but are being told you have to wait weeks or even months for your furniture to come in? Don't wait any longer. Come into a Court Furniture outlet today and discover why Court Furniture has been the secret destination of designers, home stagers, and business professionals for over 40 years. At Court Furniture Outlet, you'll find everything you need to brighten up your home or make your workplace more comfortable. And the best part is that it's all in stock and ready for immediate delivery. So no waiting. And now, during Court Furniture Outlet's fall savings event, you'll save on a huge selection of new upholstery in several styles and colors, including sectionals and sleepers, dining sets, bedroom sets, and mattresses, plus a great selection of office furniture, including mesh back office chairs, originally $249, now only $59, with locations in Glendale and Central, in Corona, at the 91 in McKinley, and now Fountain Valley at Euclid and the 405. Check them out on Yelp, or go to CourtFurnitureOutlet.com. That's CORTFurnitureOutlet.com.
Breathe. We can't control what tomorrow will bring, but we can control how we start today. And feel the power of saying, re-entry or not, here I come. Arm & Hammer, more power to you.
SoCal weather from KFI, sunny and warmer with highs mid-70s at the beaches to low 90s inland. This report is brought to you by Insure Max Pro. Let's take a look at your drive on the 5.
You betcha, boy. Start the day with KFI. We'll help you out. Now, if you were listening and you were going to hop on the southbound 5 and come down through Glendale, don't use Glen Oaks. Get on the South 5 around Alameda Western. You'll be happy you did so. Here's the problem. We just a look at it. I can't speak, sorry. The South 5 at Verdugo, that's past Burbank. There's been a crash, a lot of activity over to the right shoulder, but there's something huge in the fast lane and the lane next to it. I'm looking at it right now, and everybody's dodging around this. So help is on the way, I know that. But the South 5, it is back solid now, coming away from Sunland all the way down here. It's just a claw. I'm sure they're going to officially block the lanes here in just a little minute. South 5 south of this, south of the 134, that's in pretty good shape. And back to the South Bay, if you were listening, coming up from Long Beach, perhaps, North 405, right around the 110. We still have a lane block there. Back up from just, well, now it's just a little bit north of Alameda, actually. That's pretty significant. Once you get past the 110, things are pretty good. The rest of the drive, true around downtown Los Angeles, not too bad, really. South 101's looking okay, the 110, all that. More on the 5 coming up. Incident and accident at the Superwoman, superlawyer.com. Jeff Baugh, KFI in the sky.
This report is sponsored by Grocery Outlet. At Grocery Outlet, they've got the brands you want at prices that'll make you sing. This week, stock up on delicious high-heat plant-based protein cereals. Assorted varieties are just $1.99 each.
This is my business. I started it, and my hard work made it successful. We survived the last year, and things are starting to look better, but now hard work alone isn't enough. I need cash to hire some people and buy supplies.
Lonely Business is for people like you. We can loan your business from $6,000 up to $250,000. And we understand that you don't need the cash soon, you need it now. And if your credit isn't perfect, that's okay. Apply today and you can have the money in your account tomorrow. Lonely Business loans have longer terms, keeping your monthly payments low and manageable. You can even pay the loan off early to control your costs with no prepayment penalties.
That sounds great.
Simply go to lonelybiz.com to get started. That's lonelybiz.com or call 844-3-LOAN-ME.
Not all applicants will qualify. Approval insurance subject to credit standards. See loanme.com for details. Loans made pursuant to California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation Law License 603K061.
That's 844-3-LOAN-ME or lonelybiz.com.
At Sit and Sleep, we know that people are experts at all kinds of things, except one, how to shop for the right mattress.
Right, Dad. Shopping for a mattress isn't something you do every day or even every 8 years.
That's why Sit and Sleep have mattress experts with an average of 10 years experience. And bed mesh technology that scientifically recommends just the right mattress for you.
So for expert advice, trust your sleep, but sit and sleep.
You know, Drew, I'm an expert at other things.
Like what? Sleeping free! So you love those solar max panels,
I
right?
write Valentine's Day cards to my solar panels even when it's not Valentine's Day.
Meant to be together?
Absolutely. SolarMax has a brand new offer as well. They have the new Tesla 420 panels and power walls for $79.96 per month and $0 down.
Call pound 250 from your cell phone, say that keyword SolarMax, pound 250, say SolarMax, or go to SolarMaxTech.com.
Monthly payment available on proof credit. CSLB number 972048.
This week at Riverside in Huntington Beach, RV, buy any pre-owned Harley and get a $1,500 gift card. Finance specialist on site to get you approved. Get a $1,500 gift card with the purchase of any pre-owned Harley at Riverside in Huntington Beach, RV now through Sunday.
Staples Connect helps your business grow with custom printed sales and marketing materials. Get 20% off signs, banners, or posters when you spend $75 or more. Explore what's new at your local Staples. Offer ends 10/2 exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/signage for details. Staples Connect.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I haven't paid my taxes in 8 years.
He was in big trouble.
We're going to take your house, garnish your pay.
Louie found out about Optimal Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm, and rated A+ by the Better Business Bureau.
I don't know what IRS anymore. It's because of Optimal Tax.
Call Optima now for a free consultation.
Give Optimal Tax a call. They can help.
Call 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055. Optima Tax Relief. For details, visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Income-eligible renters impacted by COVID-19 can now get 100% of their past due rent and utility bills paid through the California COVID-19 Rent Relief Program. Landlords with tenants who haven't paid rent because of COVID-19 are eligible for 100% reimbursement too. The application is fast, your information is private, and you won't be asked about citizenship. Apply at housingiskey.com before eviction protections end on September 30th. Brought to you by the California Department of Housing and Community Development. There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum Mobile. You can save hundreds of dollars on your mobile bill. Plus, there are no added taxes, hidden fees, and no contracts. Try the Spectrum Mobile Savings Calculator today, and in 3 easy steps, you'll see how much you could save by switching. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save. Spectrum Internet required. Savings may vary. Restrictions apply. Visit SpectrumMobile.com/save for details.
A lot of these incendiary issues don't matter in daily life. It fills up endless cable TV news time. But cable TV news is not life. Life is, miles from my house, a guy got stabbed to death. John and Ted. Bury your abortion or gun control debate. Look at this.
Weekday to 2.
Do something about this. Vote on this.
On KFI.
Come my lady, come my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Come my lady, you're my pretty baby. I'll be killing bitch. You make people crazy. Come my lady, come my lady. You're my butterfly, sugar, baby. Come my lady, you're my pretty baby. I'll be killing bitch. You make me go crazy. Wow, that's pretty racist. KFI is 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. I'm blushing. The Bill Handel Show. Bill will be here at 7, and then starting next week, he is back full-time the entire show. Let's do some more Handel on the news. Jeffrey Jones, Bree, and me, and, here he is. Kimbo Governor Gavin Newsom doing some more governor stuff.
Governor Newsom says 70 laws will help deal with the homeless crisis across the state and says no amount of legislature can fix the problem overnight.
Unfortunately, we live in a situational world where people want to see results immediately. But when it comes to these issues, it takes years and years to see those results.
Okay, so one of the laws creates California's Interagency Council on Homelessness, which will review and approve local government plans for spending money from the state for homeless-related projects, and a lot of people at that one immediately went, because those have worked so well in the past.
Well, another layer of bureaucracy is always a good idea. Trying to think what else in these laws? 7 different laws he had to sign? Yeah. Oh, here's another thing he signed. Here's another big thing. All of the school districts, including charter schools, will have to identify their homeless students and refer them to services for them and their families.
I do like that one. If a school can help, if maybe kids are You know, because a lot of times kids are more apt to tell what's going on in their life than maybe a parent would be.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay, maybe if they're able to do that, that's good. But then you have to wonder, too, if a parent wants that interference or is willing to take the help or advice or, I mean, that's a whole nother game.
Well, a proposed bill would require a COVID vaccine or a negative test or proof that you have recovered from COVID in order to fly domestically. Guess who is behind this? Because you barely hear about her. Yeah, California Center Dianne Feinstein. I like it that she's including all avenues to immunity for it. Like if you can prove you had COVID, you can get on the plane. And we'll see if it passes.
All right, if you are looking for help paying your rent in Anaheim, they're looking for applicants because they want to help you. It's Anaheim's Emergency Rental Assistance Program. This is the 4th round of the applications. They've got a deadline coming, but under this program, if you qualify, income-qualified tenants and landlords can get 100% of rent and utilities owed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But to qualify, you have to obviously be a renter in Anaheim, prove that you've had a hardship because of the pandemic, and that your income must be below 80% of the area median income. So this would seem to be if you are somebody who lost their job, something like that.
Yeah. It has to be because of the pandemic.
Right.
No play, no pay, no way, says the NBA. They have announced that if you're a player and you are not allowed to play because you're unvaccinated, then you won't get your money for that game. This mostly concerns Barclays Center in New York and the Warriors here, and that's because of vaccine mandates that say in order to go into those facilities you have to be vaccinated. So if a player's coming from a visiting team and they're not vaccinated, they can't go in there to play the game. And they will forfeit their pay.
It's interesting. Aaron Kachersky brought up, so I think he said that there were something like 45 players who still weren't vaccinated in the NBA, something like that. If you look at a Kyrie Irving, you're not vaccinated and they tell you don't play. First of all, it's probably not going to impact your wallet right away because you're a star and you've made $1 billion and, you know, what's a few games kind of thing. To a younger player, a newer player who's not making the kind of money, is this enough to push you along? And then also he brought up that Kyrie Irving, though, kind of holds a golden ticket, if you will, because how do the Nets expect to get into any sort of playoffs or anything without Kyrie Irving?
Okay, but there's no way for them to have him play at home if he's not vaccinated.
Will they come? I think that Aaron was intimating, would they come up with something, some special, I don't want to say...
move the games... Play the games in a high school gymnasium with no fans and then say, but you don't have to be vaccinated here?
But just something. How are they going to help him get over this? Or how are they going to convince Kyrie Irving? Because probably hitting him in the pocketbook is not going to make that big of a difference right away.
No. Well, here's how it's going to go down. Have you ever seen the movie Full Metal Jacket?
Yes.
And, you know, so it's about Marine recruits in Vietnam War. And remember, there's the one recruit, they call him Private Pile. He's a little bit chubby. He's not good. Remember the scene where, in the middle of the night, all the other recruits get together and they wrap a bar of soap in a towel and they take turns smacking the guy in the belly with the soap in the towel. That's going to happen to Kyrie Irving.
From the teammates. It'll be
because, hello, we're trying to win games. You're a star player, and you can't play because you won't get a vaccine? So I think the peer pressure will resolve that problem. Hey, let's get a news update from Jennifer Jones-Lee, and then we'll continue Handle on the News It's KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
As we were talking about, Britney Spears is a step closer to being free of her conservatorship. A judge in L.A. suspended Spears' father as the conservator of her estate yesterday, and a hearing's been set for November that could end the conservatorship completely. Dozens of fans, including this guy, came out to support Spears.
There's our last end of the tunnel for her, so we're happy that there's some movement on this.
A certified public accountant has been appointed as the new conservator. News is brought to you by Mike Diamond, the Smell Good Plumber. A man's been shot by cops near a school in South L.A. The L.A. School Police Department says the shooting happened just after 1 yesterday afternoon when a report came in about a man in a car causing a disturbance near George Washington Carver Middle School. Officials say the man ran from school police and pulled a knife on officers before he was shot. He was taken to the hospital. Orange County has agreed to protect open spaces in San Clemente from future freeways with 3 different projects to ease traffic.
The agreement also pauses state legislation to prohibit the extension of the 241 through San Clemente. OC Supervisor Lisa Bartlett says that protects local control while addressing traffic congestion in South County.
The cooperative agreement eliminates the need for any kind of legislation from Sacramento, and Senator Pat Bates has agreed it's a 2-year bill right now not to put that forward if we have a local solution.
The projects approved this week include extending Los Patronos Parkway, widening Ortega Highway, and adding a carpool lane on the 5 down to the San Diego County line. In Orange County, Corbin Carson, KFID.
One of the most active volcanoes in the world is erupting in Hawaii. The USGS says the Kilauea volcano on the Big Island has started erupting, but not in an area with homes. The eruptions are in the volcano's crater in a national park. Kilauea had a major eruption in 2018 when homes were destroyed and thousands of people were displaced. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy has been found guilty of illegally financing his unsuccessful re-election campaign in 2012. He's accused of spending nearly twice the maximum legal amount of $27.5 million. Sarkozy has been sentenced to a year in prison. He's denied any wrongdoing. Sarkozy was French president from 2007 to 2012. And an unreleased song from an ex-Beatle has been sold at auction.
An interview with John Lennon and Yoko Ono has gone for just below $60,000. The 33-minute cassette was recorded in Denmark with about 10 people in the room, including 4 16-year-old students working for their school magazine. The 1970 interview was 10 years before he was shot and killed, but only a few months after he last recorded with the Beatles. One of the students asked Lennon to play some guitar. He played an early version of Give Peace a Chance and an unreleased song called Radio Peace. $58,000, and 51 years later, Radio Peace could soon be heard by everyone. Michael Crozier, KFI News.
Let's take a look at your ride on the 10.
All right, long freeway, that's for sure, an interstate. But if you're leaving Pomona now, west end, coming off Calico Hill, going over towards 605, always seems to be something going on here. And sure enough, around Baldwin Park Boulevard before 605, that's what it's all about. So rather slow coming in from Azusa, but once you get past the 605, things will be pretty good. And another section of the 10, this time Santa Monica Freeway at National. That's going towards Santa Monica just before the 405. There's a problem there. They're going to have to clear everything. It's getting slower and slower going that way. Now, the big problem that we're over it is in Burbank, south just past Burbank Boulevard at Verdugo. Gosh, there was a crash and left something huge in the middle of the freeway. Now, CHCL had all lanes shut down there for a while. They've just about dragged it off to the shoulder now, but we still have, part of the right lane blocked. Bottom line, boy, it's really jammed coming out from Sunland. That's where you are. Grab Glen Oaks. Take it all the way down to the Alameda or the Western Arm, the South Side, and you'll be happy you did so. Busy morning out here. Injured in an accident. Visit superwomansuperlawyer.com. Jeff Fogg, AFI in the sky.
I'm Susan Owen, managing partner at OPO Law, and if you think all personal injury attorneys are alike, you'd be surprised. All law firms are not the same. OPO Law has a 98% success rate on over 10,000 cases we have handled. And while insurance companies continue to make lowball offers, we fight hard to get you the money you deserve. Here's Pursuit Plan for You is our specialty. We don't settle your case for what the insurance company thinks it's worth. We settle your case for what we believe it's worth. For over 4 decades, we have gone to battle with the insurance companies and have obtained over $1 billion for injury victims. If you have been injured in an accident, dial pound 250, use keyword personal injury to connect to OPO Law. Remember, you don't pay until we win your case.
OPO Law, the law firm insurance companies fear most.
I'm Susan Owen, and I would be honored to handle your case.
When you dial pound 250, you'll have the option of receiving an auto-dialed text message from iHeartMedia.
Different tasks.
SoCal weather from KFI, sunny today and warmer. Highs will range from the mid-70s to low 80s at the beaches. Mid-80s for Metro LA and Orange County. We'll be in the upper 90s to low 100s for the valleys in the IE, and that's your forecast for the rest of the week. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Jennifer Jones-Lee.
I am one of thousands of women with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body. I am living in the moment and taking Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for postmenopausal women or for men with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy.
Be in your moment. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
The ultimate whodunit that will leave you dying of laughter. Live on stage, Clue has murder and blackmail on a menu, and 6 mysterious guests arrive at Bonnie Manor, based on a 1985 cult movie. Clue opens September 24th. Tickets at LaMaranaTheater.com.
Hey, it's Gene Show. I am so proud that since Duffy Power came to KFI, lots of homes like yours now have emergency backup power. It's an incredibly smart and affordable thing to do. Okay, but the pandemic has everything in short supply. So right now, my best generator advice is don't wait. Call Duffy today so they can make sure your life won't be interrupted during the next outage. Dial pound 250 on your cell and say Duffy Power. Pound 250 Duffy Power, or find them on the web at DuffyPower.com.
At Grocery Outlet, they've got the brands you want at prices that'll make you sing. This week, stock up on delicious high-heat plant-based protein cereals. Assorted varieties are just $1.99 each.
For official rules and more information about contests on this station, go to KFIAM640.com/rules. KFI AM 640, and our radio station.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It is the Bill Handel Show. He'll be along at 7. Next week, he's back. Full time, the whole show, all the time. Before we resume Handel on the News, Michael Crozier had a story about this audio tape of John Lennon giving an interview.
Yeah.
Going at an auction for almost 60 grand. And he referenced that one thing Lennon did is took out a guitar and played a little ditty called Radio Peace, unreleased. Here it is. There you go.
It's odd that wasn't released. Is that Yoko in the background?
I'm assuming. I wasn't there. Well, okay.
They can't all be hits. Right?
No. They can't all be whatever gets you through the night, or cold turkey, or how do you sleep. They can't. It would be impossible. And he was smart enough to know this doesn't need to ever be released. All right, back to This Is Radio Peace. It's almost, this is like the progenitor of Baby Shark.
Oh God, it is.
You know, same idea. The problem is now it's going to be an earworm all day. We're mocking it at the moment. And now later, when you're doing the dishes, or I'm doing the dishes, this is Radio Peace.
I'm going to text you later. Simply, I hate you. And you'll know why.
I will know why.
At that moment.
Also, just as a word of caution, because later when you can't get this out of your head, just so you know, it's in your head. Putting a knitting needle through your eardrum won't make it stop. All right, let's do some more Handle All the News. Jennifer Jones-Lee and me here on Radio.
All right, so authorities now say they found a guy's body in Wyoming near where Gabby Petito's remains were found. The guy's name is Robert, they call him Bob Lowry. He's of Houston. Nobody had heard from him since August 20th. But he was found nearly a month later at the base of Teton Pass. And they're trying to figure out, how did he pass away? How did he die? Well, as a result, when Gabby Petito, when they were looking for her in the Grand Tetons, they started separating. Obviously, the search groups are going different directions, right? Well, they split up and combed the area, and that's where a dog team found Lowry's duffel bag. And that's where they started to go, oh, wait a minute, so this guy might be around here too. And then they did end up finding him. Now, also, there's a story out this morning when it comes to Brian Laundrie. The fiance or boyfriend. It's funny. Have you noticed all these news agencies call him something different? It depends on which one. Was he the boyfriend? Was he the fiance? Is it the same? But they say that investigators are checking to see if Brian Laundrie could be hiding in North Carolina because they had a possible sighting of him along the Appalachian Trail.
Okay.
A lot of people end up on the Appalachian Trail.
Senator?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, man, everybody's going to see him everywhere.
Yeah,
and also, by the way, he looks like, he's not that distinctive.
No.
He looks like every 60 bike driving third wave espresso coffee house barista peeling around. So if you're looking for a guy who kind of looks like him, you're going to see them everywhere.
And a lot of people want to see Brian Laundrie because they want to help the Petito family.
Yeah.
They want to find him.
Mm-hmm.
So that also kind of makes your mind think, oh, is that him? Do you want to help?
Right? Yeah. Well, there was this incident in Long Beach. If I understand things correctly, it's a little bit murky. There was some kind of a fight.
Yes.
And then a Long Beach school safety officer became involved. The people got in a car, started to drive away. He shot at the car, and an 18-year-old woman is brain dead. And they're saying they're going to take her off life support in less than 24 hours. The hospital is saying that. The family is fighting it. The officer has been suspended pending further investigation. And that officer's in a lot of trouble, I would imagine, because they're and I'm going to now say this in the light least favorable to the people. They are knowingly fleeing from a fight, knowing that a police officer or school safety officer wants them to stop. But they're driving away anyway. That is not a shoot at the car situation. And we can't be sure it's even that in terms of what they did and what they knew and any of it.
Well, you've heard that the video, there's video of it where you hear somebody say, oh my God, he's got a gun, get down, and I don't know if you've seen the video, but the car is pulling out, it's pretty close range.
Yes, no, I will grant you that it almost clipped the guy.
And I didn't know if why, that's what I'm wondering. If it was so close, did he think, or will this be his defense? I should put it this way. Will his defense be, I felt my life was in danger. That's why I shot into the car, because they were coming at me.
Yes, however, by the time that he was firing, the car had already not fizzled.
Right, he did it only
Well, this gets into the thing which I do have a lot of respect for. This problem is the reaction time to a threat. Because a lot of times in a split-second situation, you perceive the threat, and in that exact nanosecond, you're correct. But by the time your weapon's out and you're firing, you're no longer correct. But do we hold officers to that kind of an impossible standard? that they have to completely reorient their mind in a matter of 1 or 2 seconds from imminent threat, oh no, it's not anymore. So that does make it a little complicated. Okay, let's get a news update, and then we'll finish up Handle on the News. This is KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
The firm in Germany that partnered with Pfizer on a COVID-19 vaccine says the world should not live in fear. The co-founder of BioNTech believes the virus will be around for years, meaning society will have to get used to what she calls a new normal. Mexico is trying to manage the surge of Haitian migrants moving through the country to cross the border. About 70 people already have been flown to Haiti yesterday as part of an assisted voluntary return program. And a mayor in Missouri has pledged to give every family in his town Bitcoin. Jason Stewart of Cool Valley says 1,500 homes will get about $1,000 over airdrops, with more money going toward energy efficiency projects. We'll take a look at your drive with KFI in the Sky Check to 710 next.
Well, fall's officially here, which means stormy weather and cold temps for everyone not living in SoCal. And now, the top 5 reasons to visit Morocco. Number 5.
Into the Woods giveaway. You get a sweet hydration backpack when you earn 500 points on your rewards card before your fifth.
Number 4.
Get splashed with cash in the poker room. Every time a football team scores, we'll toss up to $100 cash in your table pot.
3.
It's National Taco Day at Fiesta Taco. The tacos are $3 or less on the board.
And number 2.
Monster Mash. Just earn 500 points on your rewards card, and you're guaranteed to win up to $100 in cash or free slot play.
And the number 1 reason.
Football, baseball, basketball. Have a ball watching all the ball games on big screens everywhere you eat, play, and stay.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Morongo. Good times.
Save on dinner at Whole Foods Market. Get Animal Welfare Certified Beef Short Rib or Flanken for $6.99 a pound through October 5th, while supplies last. Plus, Prime members get an extra 10% off. See more on the Whole Foods Market app.
Good job weather from KFI. Sunny and warmer today with highs mid-70s at the beaches to the low 90s inland. This report is brought to you by Whole Foods Market. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, we make it easy. We're checking the 710.
All right, listen up. We're off to a bad start here this morning. If you just joined us, a lot of people going back to work, I guess, and well, it's just horrible crashes. We are over Southgate right now. Southbound 710 before Firestone. We're over him right now. Gosh, this is a horrible crash. It was an overturn. There's debris all over the place. Right now, as I speak to you, it's just barely, it's about a lane and a half open to the left side of the freeway. The fire department is trying to get to the crash right now as I speak to you, so give them some room if you're close to it. Now, bottom line, southbound 710 stops at Atlantic NDD, any surface street. Any surface street you want to use on either side of 710, get on or back on the south 710 to Firestone, you missed everything. Again, fire department is setting up right now. Now, another bad problem was coming through Burbank. So that was almost the same thing. A horrible crash blocked all lanes. We got Verdugo, south of Burbank. When we left there just a few minutes ago, it was just the white lane was blocked, but still jammed from someone coming around the curve. Glen Oaks was good there. And quickly, Kino Pomona, West 60 around 71, another crash, real slow going through. Injured in an accident. This is Superwoman, superwire.com. Jeff Bob, KFI in the sky.
This report is sponsored by Sam and Ask.
God, I hate to see that.
If you find yourself in a situation where you're injured a little or less, this is so easy to remember. Sam and Ash avert the crash. Just in case, put this number in your phone. 800-304-2000. Call Sam and Ash, avert the crash. Sam and Ash Law.com.
When Bill and I had windows over 20 years ago, we picked a company we thought would do a good job. We were so disappointed.
Because genuine needs a company with strong character, one that people can have faith in.
American Vision Windows is
yeah.
What sets American Vision Windows apart is usually the culture. Their greatest investment is in their employees.